Are you guys are hearing it here first? This information literally just dropped live for content creators. Not even posted anywhere. Hearing it here first. Here we go. Rebalance is coming. They said it's coming soon. Now, does that mean it could be this Thursday along with the new fusion when it starts? We don't know, but here we go. Rebalances. Teela is on the list. Her base speed increases to 93 and becomes 98 when ascended. So they're making her a bit faster. Hax Drinker Smiter attacks an enemy, steals a random buff from the target. Also has a 50% chance of stealing another random buff if the target is under 2 or more buffs. Her Pyre Strike is the cooldown decreases to 3 turns. Attacks an enemy, places HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Also places a continuous heal on allies for 2 turns. Yep, Urogrim's getting a little bit of a nerf. If you guys want to see !Discord, I posted this sheet in Discord in the raid announcements channel, okay? That way you guys can see what we're talking about. So Tila is the first one. Next up is Robar. His base speed is going to be increased to 97. Merciless Assault. AoE. Damage increases if the target's under fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, sleep, or stun. And I have Robar as well too. Next is King Garrog. His Gore Maker, they said damage multiplier is increased. Now Pixniel, we've been waiting for Pixie. This is what they're doing to our girl Pixniel. Mistress of Glamour. Attacks an enemy. Has a 30% chance of placing Perfect Veil for a turn on the ally with the lowest HP. Cannot place Perfect Veil on herself. Frostweaver, whenever an enemy places a freeze on an ally, there's a 50% chance of stealing the freeze and placing on her instead. 35% chance of filling her turn meter by 25% every time there's a freeze, and removes any freeze debuff from this champ at the start of every turn. So this is what they did with her. I think people were hoping that they would have given her some kind of AoE freeze ability. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. This kind of isn't the rebalance I was hoping for on her. Yeah, it still might, guys. I mean, again, they could change anything when it actually comes out too. Tomb Lord. Death Burst. Attacks an enemy, a 70% chance of placing 2 5% poison debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns. If the hit is a crit, has a 70% chance of placing 4 poison debuffs on all enemies. I know, it's better, but it's not what we were hoping for. So talking about Tomb Lord, Blights, cooldown decreased to 5 turns, and his aura is increases ally accuracy in Doom Tower by 70. Next up is Warchief. Marauder, the cooldown is going to decrease to 3 turns. Basilius Ronus is next, number 7. Triple Puncture, damage multiplier is going to be increased. Attacks enemy 3 times, ignores increased defense buffs, shield buffs, and block damage, as well as 50% of the target's defense. What are they doing to Urogrim? They increased one of his cooldowns. He's actually the last one on the list, so we'll get to that in a minute. I do have this info in Discord, though, in the raid announcements channel. Hi, Bella. So that's Basilius. And Majesty, damage multiplier increased. Attacks all enemies, 75% chance of placing a stun. Decreases each target's turn meter by 50% if the stun debuff is not placed. Crypt King. Brittleness Bane. Still attacks an enemy, has a 60% chance of placing 50% decrease attack. Has a 100% chance instead if the target's under HP burn or freeze. Well, guys, remember, I didn't call these nerfs. We called them rebalances. So some people are getting a little bit of a buff. Some of them are getting a little bit of a nerf. Now for Crypt King, Death Fires, damage multiplier increased, attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing HP burn. War Mom. For those that got War Mom. Oh, Grohack's on the list. Someone asked for Grohack. He's right here. War Mom, base attack, defense, and bomb damage multipliers are increased, and her base HP is decreased. Special Brew AoE bomb that detonates after 2 turns, 2 bombs when ascended, and bomb damage increased by 100% against bosses. I have Grohack as well too, Bear. Mother's Touch is AoE, instantly detonates all bombs if this champ is under an increased attack buff. Grohack. Unbound Anger. Cooldown decreased to 3 turns. Attacks all enemies. At each crit fills the turn meter by 20%. That makes me feel a little bit better about Grohack because I have him too. Lord of War. Attacks an enemy and steals turn meter. Places a weaken if this attack is a crit. And Errol Grimm. Last one. Skull Staff attacks an enemy 2 times. I think it was 3 times before, right? Now it's 2. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing poison. Bizarre Vapors. Cooldown increased to 6 turns and places 2 poison debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns and a 15% continuous heal. There you go. So they nerfed him down a little bit. He's still a good champ though, guys. Before people get all upset, he's still a good champ. Hated in your math. Well, I mean, he's still good. I don't want people to say that you can't use him anymore. Of course you can. Bad Alcazar is back to being the boss dude. Yeah, he's still good. He's just not OP. Calm down, people. It's okay. It's kind of like, you know what this reminds me of? When they announced, and I can't wait to see how many people say Urogrim's trash now, because I remember back when they announced that dungeons were going 21 to 25, all of a sudden everyone is screaming that Cold Heart and Royal Guard are trash, feed them off, they're terrible, don't bother with them. And I'm like, what is wrong with you people? They're not trash. Like, are you kidding me? Come on. So I can't wait to see how many people are gonna say Errol Grimm is trash. Feed him off, don't keep him, don't bother with him. Don't be sheep, guys, don't be sheep. You don't have bad L, I know. Oh. I mean, I'm still gonna use Urogrim, of course. I'll still take him. Yeah, Urogrim is food now. No, he's not. So there's 11 champs on here. Who did we talk about? We talked about Teela, Robar, King Garrog, Pixie, Tomb Lord, Warchief, Basilius, Crypt King, War Mom, Grohack, and Urogrim. That's the 11. Oh, Urogrim got nerfed. Right, I think he's the only one for the most part. Her HP decreased a little bit. Everyone else, scanning through, looks like everyone else got a buff. So the only nerfs here, War Mom, her base HP's decreased, and then pretty much everything on Urogrim is nerfed. When the nerfs come out, when does this go live? They didn't tell us. They said it's coming in the future. So what this makes me think is it might go live when the fusion goes live. They tend to do patches together. 5-man Grohack Doom Tower team coming. I do like Grohack's change. That makes me happy. So with Grohack, where is he? King Garrog, Basilius, War Mom. Oh, Grohack. Unbound Anger, the cooldown decreases to 3 turns. AoE, each crit fills the turn meter. And Lord of War steals the target's turn meter and does a weaken if the attack's a crit. So I like that with him. So I've been trying to use him in my faction wars too. Yep, they made Robar faster. I'm happy with that too. He was my first legendary. I'm happy that they made Robar faster. And his Merciless Assault, I like what they did here. This makes me happy. I'm good with that. You don't like the, oh, you don't get the Pyxniel change. I mean, she's better than what she was, but like I said, I think this was kind of a missed opportunity to do something fun with her. Like we were hoping for freeze or something that would make us wanna take her in Bommel or something, right? I think that's what people are really hoping for. I was really hoping she would be useful there, and it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they, do you guys think they did enough? And if you guys want to see this for yourself, if you want the list for yourself, in my Discord, in the raid announcements channel, I have this PDF is in there. They want to try to do these rebalances more frequently. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out some more videos up here in the playlist on the top right.